Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Man, We're Too Old for This, here on the Nerd Eternal Network. I'm your host, the experience that some call Jason, and joining me today is...
CDO 113.
The Todd Father, who is much older and wiser.
And the token whisper in the wind, Turkey.
And today we're going to be just talking about random rumors in Geekdom. Things from movies to comics to whatever. Todd, which one would you like to start with?
I don't want to start first. Let Dan start first.
All right, Danny, which one would you like to start with?
One of the rumors I saw floating around on the internet is where I'm going to say her name right, Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
She played the Jedi on the Jedi episode as
Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, Ahsoka Tano. The episode did so well, you've got a lot of folks hollering, hey, we want to see her in a solo role kind of thing. And Disney, when they were questioned about it, was kind of like, we were looking at possibilities. They would never confirm nor deny anything, but they basically were like, oh, y'all really like that, huh? So you've got that rumor mill going that you're going to see her again in some capacity. So that's something to look forward to because, this was the first episode of The Mandalorian that you really dealt with anything Jedi-like, and it was a kick-ass episode. They did a good job of blending, the two cartoon versions of Ahsoka and the novelizations of her, and you saw a fully trained Jedi out there, being, deadly.
Her head things were too short.
Yeah, that was the one thing you kept hearing, but that was more along the lines of, so that they could do the stunts and the blade work without, them flopping around and going, oh, that should have cut that in half,
Look, nobody complained about Rey not getting killed because she didn't block one of the weapons. They just went in and edited the weapon out. It would have been fine. So basically, rumors that Disney may be thinking about an Ahsoka show.
Yeah.
That it wouldn't be too bad.
No,
I'd watch it.
I'd watch
Because you haven't had a lead Jedi-esque character who's a dual wielder.
That's true. At least not outside of like some of the video games or whatever.
Yeah, I meant in a show you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that was an Anakin trait. Everybody he taught to use lightsabers used two of them. He never did. Do not do as I do. Do as I teach you to do.
Well, actually, he did in one of the episodes.
Yeah, that shit lasted all 2 seconds. He got 2 good swings before Dooku cut that damn saber in half.
But not the second fight with him. He took his head.
That's true.
Yeah, Anakin just kind of went, my top moments, I'm either holding this thing with both hands or using one in each. Do that. Do that real good.
Both Ahsoka and in the video games, The Secret Apprentice, they both do a wheel.
Yeah.
So, train you to use 2 of them. Why don't you use 2 of them? Shut up. See how cut up I am? That's why I'm teaching you to use 2.
Yep.
Maybe if I'd had 2 lightsabers, one of them motherfuckers would have managed to stab Obi-Wan, son of a bitch.
My damn leg.
It's too late for me. The robot hand don't go fast enough.
Was that damn armor he couldn't lift his arms.
He cut off everything but the artificial armor. That dirty bastard.
Yep. He took his one good hand that he had left and both legs and left him laying burning in the lava. Oh, that's just cold.
Well, now he ran because Palpatine was showing up.
Finished
Regardless.
off. I mean, geez.
I'm always happy to see more Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, it was nice. It was a damn good episode. It's actually the only one of them that I watched twice.
Ooh.
And I liked the show, but that's the only time I ever went back and watched it again.
Now, there's also a rumor going around, and like I had mentioned to the guys before, I thought it had been confirmed, but apparently it hasn't really been confirmed yet, that Godzilla vs. King Kong is going to HBO Max. They're going to do one of those, either just release it streaming or do one of those dual release things like they did, oh shoot, what was that?
Supposed to be Wonder Woman.
That's right,
Well,
the way they're planning to do Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman has already been confirmed because you see it on the commercials on TV.
Mm-hmm.
That it's going to be released in theaters, and if you have HBO Max, it's going to be released there on a specific date. I can't remember.
Christmas.
Christmas. Okay.
Christmas Day.
I couldn't remember the date. And the article I saw on the King Kong versus Godzilla is that where Warner Brothers holds so much of the stake in it, they don't want it going to Netflix. They would like to see it go to HBO and a theatrical release like they're doing Wonder Woman. So right now they're looking at, where's the money at, basically.
Yeah.
They're going, if Wonder Woman is a success, it's going to Max.
Yeah.
It's going to Max because that's where all the other stuff is. Max is where you can see not only King of the Monsters, you can watch like your old Showa era Godzilla movies all on HBO Max.
Yeah.
It's going to Max. It ain't going to
Yeah.
Netflix.
There's really
So
no
basically,
doubt.
they haven't really confirmed. They may be waiting to see how Wonder Woman does before they commit.
Like I said, it's going to matter of where's the money at.
Mm-hmm.
Can we make more money on this platform or what?
Well, what it looks like they're doing, it looks like they're setting up to where HBO Max is going to be the streaming service to have because, hell, you get shit that's new.
Yeah.
They do that. That's, not only is that kind of the death knell of theaters, that's the death knell for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Because if I can watch something that I would go to the movies to see on it, hell, for the price that you just pay for it, because they ain't charging you extra for Wonder Woman, you just get Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Where Disney Plus was like, you won't pay $30 for this? No, I don't.
Yeah.
But if they started doing that, Disney could start doing it to compete.
Yeah.
Disney's going to have to do it to compete. Because, like I said, if they give you Wonder Woman 1984 for free, why in the hell would anybody pay $30 for Black Widow?
Yeah. They're all like Disney is already going to release. What was it? It's one of their animations. Soul.
Yeah.
I can't remember what date it's supposed to go. Sometime this month. It's supposed to go straight to it and be able to watch it.
Yeah, it's a Pixar one, isn't it?
Yeah, the Disney Pixar one.
It's the one with Jamie Foxx.
But one of the things I was reading, this guy was talking about, a lot of these streamers like Netflix, they already have a lot of their own product that they make, and then they buy the rights to, hey, show it on ours, and you get X amount of percentage of, a kickback in it. It's a matter of where the money is. And if, like, Warner Brothers and all them already own HBO Max, that's all their money.
Yeah, but as far as the rumor mill goes, it seems like this one would be correct just because it follows the pattern
Yeah.
that's currently laid out. Like, it just seems like what the obvious move would be, but it has not been confirmed yet, so it's just sitting at rumor.
Right. That's the thing with any of that kind of stuff. Just in case we talk about it, and then if it turns out not to be true, it was wrong. Yeah. We are held blameless.
It's almost like we're covering our own backsides.
Yes. Freaking.
But we're not nearly organized enough to do that intentionally. It just sort of happens. Now, there's also been some rumors of Marvel canceling some books.
Well, that's not. They have canceled a little chunk of their books. Morbius, I think Ironheart's was one of them. There's a few books that Marvel got canned. The rumor is that may be the first step to them doing a purge like DC has done.
I wonder how much of that is also because with COVID going on, where they've had to shut down all the Disney parks, Disney's not raking in as much, liquid cash, So it's like, where can we trim the fat?
The trick is, if it was Disney, the corporate head, coming up with this, a few books at Marvel ain't trimming enough fat to make the slightest bit of difference on their bottom line. Not really.
Disney has done massive layoffs, right?
Yeah. All the park employees, like 98% of the park employees are laid off. They've kept a small percentage of the maintenance and security staff, just, to do maintenance on the stuff while it's all shut down and guard the from people sneaking in. But yeah,
and in their corporate, they've been going along, handing out pink slips and going and they were saying some of the bigwigs, some of the agents of the bigwigs kind of come into your department and ask for the names of everybody that works there. Because that's them, basically. They take that back, decide who they keeping and who they're throwing away.
Yeah, one of the articles I was reading was talking about, it wasn't, they weren't given a strict order, but say if you had a division of Disney, i.e. Marvel, look at what, you're the manager of that section. Look at ways to trim the fat. Well, cutting books would be one. Trimming out a few, employees here and there with a pink slip, that's another.
Well, so that's basically cutting books. They're probably dropping the teams that are working on them. If they're not working on multiple somethings. I've got a list here from comicbook.com that's got individual issues canceled. So apparently the first and second issue of Ironheart, so I'm assuming that means the Ironheart series just ain't coming out. Amazing Spider-Man Annual, Amazing Spider-Man Daily Bugle 3-5, Black Cat 13, Doctor Strange 7, Ghost Rider 8 and 9, Morbius 6, 7, and 8, Robert E. Howard's Dark Agnes 3-5, Scream Curse of Carnage 6-8, Silver Surfer Black Director Cut 1-2. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker Adaptation 1, which apparently puts that whole the whole Rise of Skywalker adaptation in jeopardy.
Yeah, that's the first Star Wars movie not to have a comic book adaptation.
Jane Foster or Valkyrie, Jane Foster 11 and 12, and X-Men Dawn of X Saga 1.
Yeah, some of that stuff on that list, the things that were behind. To the point that they came out, they're old by now. But some of that, you kind of sit there going, it's a start. But the way things have been going at Disney is enough that you go, well, because the comic book industry itself is changing, and your competition just trimmed a shit ton of fat because, AT&T wasn't as liquid as with COVID. As they thought they were, and they were like, hell, if it ain't making money, it's kind of got to go. Disney is really in that same boat.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have the parks shut down, the something that they kind of tried with Mulan did not go over as gangbusters as they wanted it to.
Yeah.
But on that list, I'm kind of surprised to hear that a Carnage book. I'm surprised Carnage and Spider-Man are on that chopping block. Well, I mean, granted, they're not mainline stories, obviously.
Yeah.
But
the Doctor Strange surprises me a little bit just because he's got an upcoming movie.
Yeah, that one was one of those that if things had been normal and their movie slate had been normal, I doubt they would have chopped Strange in the same year that you had Multiverse of Madness, but you ain't got it with everything pushed back.
Yeah,
that's fat. The Carnage book, I want to say that was a tie-in to Maximum Carnage. Well, the King in Black has started now, so that one's old. So I can see them getting rid of that one.
Okay.
I think even the Silver Surfer Black books, that was just a director's cut of something that was already out. It's not huge. It's just you starting to see. Once upon a time, Disney wouldn't have gave a damn.
Yeah.
They don't really. Disney was when they're really cranking. They don't really give a shit about stuff failing.
But,
they put it out there anyway.
Yeah, but with COVID and if the writing ain't on the wall, they're whispering in the hall about putting some writing on the wall. So, okay, we can save a few nickels and dimes here, and that means we ain't got to pay this artist or this writer for this book.
And hell, let's be honest. Looking at the art of most of the books now, hell, I don't think they paying them in real money, no.
Trying to say they're paying them in belly button lint annihilators?
I'm pretty sure they pay them in annihilators and belly button lint. I think they get them straight off a tender. Hey, you want to write a Marvel book? Sure. Will you do it for a quarter? Sure. Great, you got a book.
Has the King in Black stuff started yet?
Yes. King in Black #1 was yesterday. They killed Storm in it.
Because that was one where they were, well, what's that matter with the way X-Men is right now?
That's the thing is I watched a guy and he was like, oh God, they killed Storm and it's so important. They resurrect mutants now on the regular. Who in the hell cares?
Yeah.
They can literally kill Storm every issue and it makes no fucking difference.
So that's going to be
The
crossover
entire
through a bunch
point
of
of the
books.
current X-Men is that they die on the regular now.
Well, there's an unconfirmed rumor, kind of connected to this one, that Marvel may have put a few books on hold because like Captain America, Black Widow, and Deadpool all absent from the February solicitations. Now that might just be they're on hold during the King in Black thing, or
As far as Captain America's main title, it's written by Coates. And I don't know what the hell they're going to do with that because, he's leaving Black Panther here. Issue 25, blessed issue that'll be, Coates' ass will finally be gone.
I know you've
I like the book along with it, but it's almost worth it. And he currently writes Captain America with the same acumen that he writes Black Panther. So I think the writing's on the wall for that one too. I seriously doubt he'll stop writing Panther but keep writing Captain America.
Figure he's probably just done with Marvel for a little bit.
Probably.
All right, well, let's see. I was about to say let's get away from Marvel, but let's get from the Marvel comics to the Marvel movies. Todd, what's the big rumor about the Marvel movies?
One of the things that I saw, what was it, night before last, that they was some confirmation that they are replacing the late Chadwick Boseman with Letitia Wright Shuri in Black Panther 2. And she'll be Black Panther from here on in. Which personally will save me a lot of money because I ain't going to see that shit.
Oh, come on, Todd. You liked Shuri just fine in the movie.
She was there.
To me, she was comedic.
Yeah.
The role was comedic, not the
I liked the interaction that they had between her and T'Challa because they actually felt like siblings.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the comic nerd in me was sitting there going, okay, so they gave T'Challa's brains to his sister. They gave his tactical skill to Okoye. What the hell's left for T'Challa? Because anybody that's an actual fan of the character in the books, that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Okoye pre-MCU movie was not the kicker of much ass general leader of the Dora Milaje and all. She wasn't none of that shit. And Shuri was far from smart, much less a genius.
She was the spoiled teenage sister.
Yep, she was Black Paris Hilton. She was literally Black Paris Hilton. But that's one of the things that, the character experts that come from the movie, it's in the books, because somebody told them that Shuri was Black Panther in the books. They neglect to carry that on to go, yeah, she was the one that got Wakanda conquered. She was twice. She got it destroyed. She was incompetent. She was a savage. She actually had to take anger management from Wolverine. So, I caution anybody listening to that wants to come to me with that excuse. But it was in the books. I can tell you everything that was in the books. Because if you remember, Jason, I got mad when she was that because I was like, oh, they finally made Black Panther spear-chucking savage.
Yep.
Because that's literally what they did with Shuri. She was a savage. She had anger management problems when she took over.
Yeah, I think whichever writer was doing that was thinking he was being sly.
Yeah, that was one of those.
Right up there with Moon Girl.
Yeah. That's a character that I still don't see why people ain't mad as hell about that. Oh, but she's a black girl. She's a gender species swap monkey. Moon Boy was a monkey. At least when you go, well, they gender swap Thor. Yeah, you got a female goddess as opposed to a male god. With Moon Girl, you got a black girl where Moon Boy was a monkey. And they got the exact same powers. She's supposedly the smartest human on Earth. He was the smartest monkey man. Where they were not, Marvel was not using mutants at the time because of the deal with Fox. They made Moon Girl an Inhuman, where Moon Boy was a mutant. Because he was literally part of the group, the Fallen Angels.
Yep.
That's him, Devil, Dinosaur, all of them ended up in modern day, and he was a mutant. Oh, he's a mutant. What's his mutant power? He's smarter than the other monkeys. Yeah. The second they did Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, I was like, that is some fucked up shit. I will never touch that book.
Yeah, the only slack I can kind of cut Marvel is with Chadwick passing. I could see them looking at this as maybe being an alternative to trying to get people to accept another actor in the role so quickly.
Yeah, but the trick is, by that same token, that's one of them grow up moments, and they've proven that you can do that because Mark Ruffalo ain't the first Hulk. He ain't the first MCU Hulk.
Nope.
Ed Norton is.
They swapped out roadies.
War Machine.
Yeah, Terrence Howard was the first roadie, not Don Cheadle. And hell, they don't even look nothing alike.
Yeah, that is true.
Howard Stark.
Yeah, you can literally just put another person in the role.
What'd you say, Taylor?
You can literally just put another person as the exact same character.
Yeah.
We're adults here. We understand something happened. We'll watch the movies still.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's hell. In the case of the other two got fired. So I could see fans kind of going, "That's a bunch of bullshit." Chadwick died. But T'Challa, as sad as that is, as much as that bothers me, T'Challa didn't die. And to me, that is still the ultimate spit in the face, truthfully, to Chadwick, because that man played that role sick. The only time you ever saw Chadwick as Black Panther that he didn't know he had late-stage cancer was in Civil War, which meant Black Panther, the Infinity War, and Endgame, that man knew he was dying.
Yep. He put everything on the table.
And he still did that shit and played that role. And to basically go, oh, we honor you by taking the thing that you suffered to bring to life and throwing it away is a bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
I'll admit the cynical part of me wonders if events didn't just kind of play into what they were wanting to do, what the Marvel wanted to do anyway.
Because if you remember about mid last year, there were reports that Chadwick was upset because they were already going, well, Black Panther's a mantle, right? Where they could basically girl power the shit. And that's just called the truth. They wanted to girl power the shit. And Chadwick dying is just the excuse to do what they had planned to do in the first place.
Well, hell, if you go back and look at Endgame when they have that moment where girl power shines
the girls get
they're all, you got basically the female Avengers standing there. I'm like, Yeah, that's their game plan.
Yeah.
Because Tony's gonna be dead, so you have Pepper or the daughter pop up in the damn suit. You got Shuri, you got Valkyrie, you've got it's like.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, everybody looked at that and went, "Oh, good."
I mean,
It's
if they
April.
want to do a female Avengers spinoff, fine, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. That.
Well, Star Wars ain't taught them a lesson, so I guess they have to keep learning that lesson till they get it.
Well, speaking of Star Wars, let's try to end this on a happier note. There is a rumor that Lucasfilms is starting to look at Sebastian Stan as a young Luke Skywalker.
It'd be crazy if they didn't.
Which means they finally looked at at the memes on the internet of, hey, here's Mark Hamill and Sebastian Stan's photoshopped on Mark Hamill's face, over Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back. Can you tell which one is which? So, yeah. He'd be a good choice. And the thing that I saw in it was saying that one of Stan's demands to do it would be Mark Hamill has to sign off on it, which I've also seen things where Mark Hamill went, it's a good choice,
Yeah, back when it was just a fan, wish list sort of thing. I want to say, Mark had already come out and kind of go, yeah, it looks, pretty good.
Stan's a good actor.
Yeah, I would love to see him in the role.
Anything other than as Bucky, he's a good actor.
I don't think I've seen him in anything where he wasn't playing Bucky. Now I think about it.
You can go way back, and he was in a movie called The Covenant, which was about a bunch of witches. Mm-hmm. And then he was in that movie they did about Tanya Harding. He played her husband. He played
that would have been special.
The movie. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I've seen him in a couple of something. And like I said, in that Tanya Harding movie, he really stands out because it's both drama and pretty damn funny. So
it shows a bit of range.
Yeah.
As opposed to just being kind of the action movie, with quips and stuff. But.
Well, the fun thing is, hell, truthfully, when you look at him in the Marvel stuff, he don't hardly talk. He don't have a line in Winter Soldier till damn near the end of the movie.
That's true. Now, he talks plenty in Cap, but.
In Civil War? He talks a little more in Civil War.
No, I meant the first Captain America.
Oh, yeah. First Avenger, yeah, he talked.
After that, you're kind of dealing with either brainwashed or traumatized him. And yeah, you're right, he's pretty quiet there.
Even in Endgame, hell, I don't think he has but maybe 2 or 3 lines.
Yeah, you may be right. Well, yeah, because he didn't show up in Endgame for the very end either. So.
He talks about missing Cap, and then he tells Sam, go on, when he sees old man Steve there. I think most of Stan's work right now is coming from the Mackie Stan show online. I'm pretty sure that a fair chunk of their work is coming from people watching the damn YouTube videos of them on the press tours with their movies.
Yeah.
Because those damn things are hilarious.
I know I saw Mackie where he, Altered Carbon and what was another name? He did 2 things for Netflix. He did the second season of Altered Carbon, and he did
Black Mirror.
Yeah,
he was one of those seasons. The first show was one of those seasons of Black Mirror.
But he did a show where he was a male nurse or a male doctor, I can't remember which, and the dude that played Crossbones.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I can't remember the name of it though. But he made the comment that they both. I think they were talking to each other. I think the guy that played Crossbones had interviewed for his role first and was like, dude, there's a part you need to, it was one of them interviewed for and they were like talking to each other, one of them press junket kind of things. And, they end up in the movie together.
Frank Grillo.
Yeah, Frank Grillo.
Who would not have been a bad choice for Punisher.
Yeah. If you ever watch The Purge Anarchy, you will not be happy with Bernthal as Punisher after that, because Grillo, that character he played, was basically Punisher. I sat there that whole movie go, damn, what the hell did they use him for Punisher?
Talking about Punisher, one last rumor. You've got the fan thing to save Daredevil because the Netflix rights is coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody wants them to bring back
Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox as Daredevil, and you've even got the one that played Coulson from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. saying, y'all be crazy if you don't do this because you're getting a bunch of rights back.
Clark Gregg.
Clark Gregson.
Greg. Not Gregson.
Yeah,
Greg.
Clark Gregg. I always want to go add the son because, he said
Coulson.
Coulson, son of Cole. So it's in my brain. But he's like, yeah, y'all are crazy if you don't because you're getting all these Netflix shows back and you can bring the rest of the extended universe in because y'all have the rights now.
The rumor mill was they toyed around with that idea for the end game. When everybody shows up to fight Thanos, that was, for a while there, they kind of toyed with the idea. You want to bring the Netflix folks in? And they kind of went, no.
Well, they'd have had to pay Netflix.
Yeah, the rights might have been complicated too.
But that's kind of the little in joke when Strange goes, is that everybody? And Wong goes, what? You wanted some more? That was the directors kind of winking their eyes at that.
Kind of like the meme where, is there a window open? You got the portal open behind Daredevil.
They do bring him in. Shit. Yeah. Hell, that third season of Daredevil was so damn off the fucking chain, it wasn't funny.
Yeah. The guy that got played
Bullseye?
Oh,
Jesus Christ. And hell, I'd like to see D'Onofrio pop up in something.
And I think he really wants to. I think he really wants to pop up in Spider-Man.
Yeah. He's been begging them to, hey, let me play Kingpin. Which I hope they do. I mean.
Yeah, he was very good in that role. So anyway, that's a handful of rumors from, around the interwebs.
It's all what if real.
If you've heard one that we missed that you think we should have covered, let us know in the comments or shoot us an email at thenerdeternal@gmail.com. You can comment below this video. You can catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on Twitter.
Please like, share, subscribe, comment, talk about how Danny hates women.
I don't hate women. I'm married to a woman.
A likely story.
So anyway, we're going to wrap here. We'll see y'all again in a week. I've been your host to the experience that some call Jason, and with me has been
CDL 113.
The Todd Father.
And token unsubstantiated claim, Tarky.
And we will see y'all later.
Peace.